Let's now go to the humanitarian concerns involving South Sudan refugees. Now, 60,000 people are said to have fled South Sudan since violence broke out in the capital city of Juba last month. This brings the overall number of South Sudanese refugees in neighbouring countries since December 2013 to nearly 900,000. This is according to the United Nations Refugee Agency, who further report that armed groups operating on roads to Uganda are preventing people from fleeing South Sudan. Sharon Momanyi reports.
A small boy receives some food portions from UN officials. Women, children and men carrying luggage arrive here in Adjumani, Uganda, fleeing a fresh outbreak of violence in South Sudan. The UN reports that up to 60,000 Sudanese refugees have been pouring into neighbouring Uganda, Kenya and Sudan, carrying with them malnourished children. The bulk is headed to Uganda, doubling the flow over that border over the past 10 days. The humanitarian crisis in South Sudan is getting worse.
So this also is a big challenge because we need to establish more reception centers. We need to establish also more settlements. We don't know how long this situation will continue, so we have to be prepared for the worst scenario.
UN agencies say that mass killings, looting and forced recruitment of child soldiers are being reported in the country, further exacerbating the situation in the world's youngest nation. Armed groups operating on roads to Uganda are further said to be preventing people from fleeing.
The people are going, they're running. Many cars coming from the Juba. So we say it come into our mind, especially me, it come into my mind, there's a war. There's a very big war coming.
At the same time, Minister of Agriculture and Food Security in the South Sudanese cabinet, Dr. Lam Akol Ajawin, has resigned from his position, saying that, and I quote, there is no more peace agreement to implement in Juba. Lam was one of 2 members of the non-armed opposition parties to be appointed to ministerial positions in the transitional government of national unity under the terms of the peace deal signed last August.
Since the agreement is dead, and there is no free political space in Juba, the only sensible way to oppose this regime so as to restore genuine peace to our war-torn country is to organize outside Juba.
In his resignation statement, the National Alliance chairman blamed President Salva Kiir for dealing a quote-unquote final blow to the peace deal by his actions in July, which he claims culminated in the military attack on the first vice president. The United Nations said on Wednesday there have been at least 120 cases of sexual violence and rape against civilians in South Sudan's capital, Juba, since fresh violence erupted 3 weeks ago. Sharon Momanyi, KTN News.